Good afternoon and happy Wednesday here as we are talking about more of the heat. I'm meteorologist Aaron White.
And I'm Breana Albizu. Man, it has
Hello.
been feeling really good outside. I'd love to join you guys here for the Impact Show. Yeah, it's been...
Happy to have you here.
Whew, no complaints. It's been feeling amazing. Nice time for some walks, especially early morning, I think, when we're usually kind of up early. And yeah, we have to take advantage because I think you were saying it's going to get a lot hotter for us.
Yeah, we got the heat a little bit today. We got the humidity, though. That's going to be feeling it tomorrow. Honestly, the last few mornings, just stepping outside, even after like 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 a.m., it still felt great.
Yeah,
the low humidity.
I need a jacket when I get into work. Yeah,
I mean, some places were in the 50s this morning. It was nice and cool. So not a bad start, but as you mentioned, we're going to be seeing those changes more.
Never lasts long.
Never lasts long. It's still July after all, so it was bound to happen.
There's that. I know you've been saying that all morning. I was like, oh, you're right. It is summer.
It's still summertime, but we're going to feel it a little bit today. We're going to feel it more tomorrow, and just in time for maybe unfortunately, but also some fun. The Ohio State Fair kicking off today. Gates opened earlier this morning, so if you're heading out there still this afternoon, things are looking a-okay. But just keep in mind, it's going to be a little toasty here today as we got back to near 90. We also got the sunshine. So let's dive into the forecast here. As we are talking about the weather impact forecast, here's a look at that fair forecast. Again, up into the 80s here this afternoon. We're around the mid 80s right now. We'll be into the upper 80s, may get close to 90, maybe around 88, 89 degrees. We are calling for 90 degrees today. Some places will hit the 90-degree mark. Others may stay into the upper 80s here this afternoon, but the heat's going to be there today. You may feel the humidity a little bit more. You will feel it a little bit more than the last couple of days, but more so tomorrow as we will be into the 90s. The humidity will be up there. It's going to feel like it's in the mid to upper 90s here for tomorrow. So we have a weather impact alert that has been issued because of the heat and humidity, making it feel like it's closer to 100 here for the afternoon on your Thursday. So just make sure to find some ways to stay cool, stay hydrated, of course, if you're heading out to the state fair. There's plenty of things to eat and drink there at the fair. There's also some places that you can go, including the ODNR Park, if you need a spot to go inside and go to some shaded areas with the trees. A nice place to stay cool there, and also check out some of the fun there at ODNR Park. But as we talk about not just the heat, also the sunshine today and tomorrow, we have a very high UV index up to 10. So that means burn time in as little as 15 minutes. So make sure to apply the sunscreen before you head out, but take it with you and reapply every so often to avoid getting any serious sunburn here today or tomorrow. Now, something also happening here today, if you are sensitive to some air quality, especially as we are talking about a little bit more pollutants out there, there are higher than normal levels of ozone, mainly because we're seeing a little bit more stagnant air. The air hasn't been moving as much. The winds have been pretty light here the last couple of days, so there's been a collection of more of those pollutants in the air in combination with the hotter temperatures, more sunshine the last few days, and continuing today. So an air quality alert has been issued. So if you're sensitive to that, if you have asthma or any other respiratory issue, just keep that in mind. Maybe limit your time outside here for today, and just try to stay cool as well with the heat and the humidity going into tomorrow. So that's why we have that weather impact alert issued for tomorrow afternoon with the hot temperatures, the humidity around. So finding ways to stay cool, stay hydrated. And we're not just talking about here locally with the heat. It covers a large part of the country with more extreme heat not too far away. St. Louis down to Memphis, that is an extreme heat warning as those heat index values will be rising through the triple digits. 100 to as high as 110 is what it will feel like for those areas. But further north and especially to the east here in Ohio, we have a heat advisory as we are still talking about mid to upper 90s as the real feel, maybe even near or over 100 here going through the afternoon with that combination of heat, 90s in the forecast, and the humidity making it feel closer to 100. Through today and tomorrow, not tracking anything on the hour-by-hour forecast. We have sunshine, a few high clouds passing through the area. Here we go through tomorrow. Just a few scattered afternoon clouds. Nothing to worry about here on your Thursday outside of the heat and the humidity. As we go into Friday, though, things start to change up a little bit because we got a system coming in, and in combination with the heat and humidity, we're going to fuel the chances for showers and thunderstorms here with the system moving in. It's not going to be overly widespread, and not everyone's going to see the rain here on Friday, but just note, we are tracking some showers and storms rolling through during the morning hours into the afternoon hours, and it won't be a washout, but there will be some showers and storms, and something we'll have to watch. We're not anticipating any widespread severe weather, but anytime we have temperatures up in the 90s, we have more humidity. It doesn't really take much to get a couple stronger thunderstorms here, especially as we're, in midsummer. It'll happen. So we'll be watching that for you here on your Friday and as we go into the weekend with more storms in the forecast here Saturday and Sunday. But for today, our high right around 90 and maybe only stuck in the upper 80s, but it will still be hotter than we were on Monday and Tuesday. Winds have now switched from the northeast to the south and east, helping to bring in warmer temperatures, but also bringing back that humidity here for this afternoon and going into tomorrow. So tonight, while the last couple of mornings we've been in the 50s and lower 60s, we'll only drop down to 70 because that humidity will be on the rise. So as we go through our 7-day forecast, going to be feeling it here tomorrow with that weather impact alert. 93 the high temperature. It will feel like it's in the upper 90s, getting closer to 100. We'll still have higher heat index values on Friday with a high temperature of 91, but showers and storms are in the forecast, and those storm chances will continue as we head into our Saturday and Sunday. I don't think the weekend will be a total washout, but it is something we'll have to keep an eye on here for Saturday and Sunday. Again, I mentioned anytime this time of year when the heat and the humidity combine, we could see a couple stronger storms. Not expecting widespread severe weather Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but we'll watch it here for the weekend, and then a little bit drier conditions here next week, but still hotter than we have been the last couple of days.
Yeah, and when we have alert days like this, we have to make sure to be very, very careful out there, especially what we were mentioning, we have the fair going on out there. And I think with all the excitement, all the food that we're getting, we don't realize just how dehydrated we could possibly get.
Honestly, it happens so quickly. You're just out and about, you're doing all these things, having fun, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, I need some water. So take some water with you. You can buy some water there. There's also plenty of other drinks. I know one of the new ones this year is the Buckeye lemonade that they've been talking about.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. It's Buckeye with the chocolate peanut butter with lemonade. I don't know how I feel about it. I'd try it, of course, but
I don't know if I feel like you got to try it, right? To know. And then once you do, if you like it, great. If not, okay, you tried it. I think that's fair. So that's some really good advice there. We also want to mention some road closures going on here. I think that's also really important going along with the forecast, as Aaron was just mentioning here. So we have a couple things going on. We first want to talk about something going on over by the airport, over by Gahanna. So this is going to be starting tonight. So Hamilton Road, a very busy area over by that 270 northbound ramp, that will be closed starting tonight. Again, 8 p.m. to 5 a.m., not only on Wednesday, but also on Thursday as well as Friday. So we do want to make sure you note this ramp closure. It will add a little bit more to your drive time, especially in those overnight hours, as you can see. So a great detour to keep in mind here. It's going to look a little weird, but nothing too concerning right now. So again, heading on to Hamilton Road, just continue that south all the way to 317. That will be a little difference here. Continue on that westbound direction to 62 instead, and then eventually hopping onto 270 northbound. That will be the best detour when it comes to this ramp closure. Again, it will be happening Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And lastly, I do want to mention some lane restrictions. Again, over in this area, I know Gahanna and the airports are usually a very busy area, typically, especially for our morning drives, for our afternoon drives. So again, I want to give you a good heads up here. These lane restrictions will be actually starting on Friday. Again, that 270 southbound area at Hamilton Road, it will be reduced to about 3 lanes, so it will look a little weird, but again, that will be happening over this weekend. Again, starting on Friday, 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. in those overnight hours, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, want to make sure you're just keeping that in mind. As I mentioned, we just have a lot of road closures, ramp closures going on recently too. Of course, I think summer kind of brings a lot of that out there. So anything we can do over on our Time Saver traffic map and in our traffic world to help you out with your commute, we're always down to do that. So again, a good heads up there, just letting you guys know as you're heading out the door.
Yeah, summer season, but also construction season, as is always the case, right?
I've learned, I've only been here for 3 months in Ohio, and everyone's like, all year round is construction season.
Honestly, it does kind of feel like that. I'm coming down from Minnesota, and it's either wintertime or it's construction season. Because right as the snow's gone, they start those projects.
It's always weird too, because it's like a hassle with construction, but it's also like, well, we want good roads, right? We want, new ramps, but it's the cost of it. So give or take.
Yep.
I don't know.
It takes time, but it's always worth it once it's all done and everything's back to normal.
Yeah.
So now as we are talking about the forecast and talk about some of the storm chances that we've had here going into the weekend, things have been pretty quiet locally, but a different story actually in New Jersey. Check out this video. This is a waterspout. There's at least one waterspout spotted near Island Beach State Park. This is in Ocean County in New Jersey. This actually happened yesterday morning. The National Weather Service estimated the waterspout happened around 10:38 in the morning based on the radar readings, and waterspouts are normally relatively weak compared to a tornado, but they can still cause a little bit of damage along the beach, especially if they move along the beach. Moving onshore can also flip some boats there. So pretty wild sight checking out that video, but a little tiny thing.
Yeah,
but,
I know, very thin.
Yeah, and they're really common actually along the Florida coastline. They get a lot of waterspouts similar to that, so not surprising to see something like that in New Jersey too.
I've never seen it that thin though. That's really interesting how it works like that.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know.
just so weak, so they're thin enough that they're there for a little bit and then they disappear. So
all right.
yeah, you blink and you miss it sometimes.
Right.
But also check this out.
3, 2, 1. Lift off. Go Falcon, go Empower.
All right, always cool to watch these rocket launches. This actually happened yesterday. This is in the evening hours. This is a SpaceX launch, the SES-03B Empower mission to medium Earth orbit from the Space Launch Center. This is actually from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. Wow, if I can talk. Space Force Station, there you go.
It's a hard word.
In Florida. And this was the 6th flight for the first stage booster supporting the mission. And just always cool watching these rockets take off, and just really they're doing a lot of cool things with SpaceX partnered with NASA for a lot of these missions that are helping with some of the Starlink satellites and also different other missions that help with supporting the International Space Station.
Yeah, a lot of technology and advancement involved with this. We've been seeing a lot more, as you mentioning, kind of these launches, and it's exciting, and thankfully they're doing so safely. No issues.
Yep,
That's, I think,
no issues with that one. Everything was fine. That one actually went to supporting a couple Starlink satellites with their missions there. So pretty cool stuff with the rocket launches. And also, really, we've been talking about it a lot earlier this morning during the morning show with the Ohio State Fair kicking off. And
it is the talk of town. First day today, as you were mentioning earlier. Of course, with our morning show, we were there, Meredith and Carla, our whole team. And I mean, we saw some cool animals, bugs, not so cool to me, but the food, there's just so much that goes into the fair. And of course, again, it is the first day of it. So 10TV's Carla Rogner got an early look at the fair. It has even much more on all the fun we can expect.
We got a sneak peek at the fair yesterday, including the reveal of this year's Butter Cow. Tickets at the gate cost $12 for anyone between the ages of 13 and 59. Kids ages 6 to 12 and seniors 60 and older cost $10. Kids 5 and under get in free, along with all veterans, current military, and first responders. Parking costs $10. There are 65 rides this year, from the Ferris wheel to the Scorpion. You can buy rides separately or get a wristband for $37. If you're coming, bring comfortable shoes. Organizers say it's easy to get a few miles in, walking around to the different attractions and entertainment stages. Another highlight here, of course, is all of the animals. We talked to Sadie Moore from Fairfield County, who's been working hard to get her heifer ready for her fair debut.
I've been getting her ready at home and everything to bring her and prepare her for this moment. And so just been taking care of her in the barn, doing different things, washing, working hair, exercising, just to make sure that she's ready.
And that was 10TV's Carla Rogner reporting for us there. She had a lot of fun, and I know we're excited. You went yesterday to kind of preview a little bit of it. I'm so jealous.
Riding around, checking out all the different sites. Of course, all the rides. There are 65 different rides. There's over 130 food vendors, and Meredith was out there this morning with the ODNR park area, checking out the different, there's some of the bugs. I can't remember the name of the one bug.
They look like centipedes.
Had some,
not for me.
And butterflies. Some crawfish, I think, were in the tank there. There's a lot of cool things with ODNR, and that's also one of the great spots if you need to cool off from the heat that we have here today and tomorrow. But if you love being outside, like I do, and there's also some kayaking, they have an entertainment show with the It was the Great Lakes Timber Show.
Okay.
They have like people running on logs.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Clips like that.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's happening.
That's
Actually happening today. I think it's every day. They have 2 different shows. So you have to check out their website for more on that.
So much fun to check out there. And I think out of everything, get that funnel cake. Just get it.
Yes,
Just get it.
Yeah.
Thank me later.
Dubai chocolate.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Oh my gosh, we could talk about this all day.
You might have seen that trending on social media. I know it was a big popular thing really
Dubai
the last
chocolate.
several months and over the last year. And they have a Dubai chocolate funnel cake. So I'm really curious on how that.
So it's like pistachios.
I think so,
it's
yeah.
chocolate for those who don't know, and like strawberries. It's been like a huge trend on social media. Now they have a funnel cake at the fair. So go check it out. I mean, that sounds everything I like right there. So I think that's the first purchase I have.
Yeah, good food, good drinks, good fun. Check it out. Again, today is the first day of the Ohio State Fair. If you're heading out there today, stay cool, stay hydrated, and take that sunscreen with you here as well. So that'll do it for us here, and thanks for joining us here on the Impact Show again.
Yeah, absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, and it's been a great day today. We'll have more updates on the weather coming up later on tonight. Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz will be in at 4, 5, and 6. Until then, you can catch more news and weather online